Ain't Connie Young Jesus.
Jeez. No, that's yeah, they always find his way out of the
Oh,
fucking Duke.
how he irritating.
Bitch, keep your fucking shirt on.
But you not there, Devin. It doesn't matter, bro. See, bitch, that's why you ain't got no eyebrows. Oh.
Gigi got the fine.
Bro, why is Gigi hair all on that nigga face though?
You love me. Dog, shout out about these roses. Why I can't just buy one rose?
I thought you was going to the strip club, nigga.
Man, honestly, do take his shirt off, bro. Shit.
You know what you should get there? You should get a ground. Look up a ground. Hear me?
Oh my god.
Dweeb. And you need to account like Quan to sit there and go backwards.
But I'm confused though. How the fuck you find 8 times, bro? Out of all these.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits here in Houston, Texas. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. He'll take this at the 10. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing here, Darnold. Gets this to Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll come up first and 10. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Hey, turn the Wi-Fi off real quick, like your phone.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more.
Oh.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. He's contained at the line for no gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Working quickly here. On play action here, Stroud. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Houston touchdown. Texans attempted a 2-point conversion here.
Why, Tony?
He's throwing for it. And this is caught. And that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold to throw. Buying some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second and 10 now. Neighbors with a catch.
There you go, last play.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
That shit gonna be lit, I ain't gonna lie.
Darnold now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it.
He's got it inside the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
They're gonna be in there.
Shotgun now, first round.
It'll be like last time.
He's on the move. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You spend all week on two-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. And he missed it this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
What are you doing, brother?
1st and 10 from the 41.
Nigga might leave it.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 8. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. And they're going for this. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it down to a single point. And now the Giants trying a two-point conversion. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
I'm going to be in the same fucking spot. I hate this shit.
Man in motion, out of the slot. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Man.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Collins there to grab it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
You see it go eat her kids' snacks.
From one of my buddies, but I'm
You better shut the fuck
Mark
up.
Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 7-point lead in the 1st. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Darnold. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far.
You said Adrian finally came out the room.
Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd
They
down
been
here.
said Wendy was there.
Here's Darnold. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, New York! The Giants can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Here comes another 2-point attempt for the Giants. To throw, here's Darnold. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Bro, why you trying to put...
So now the Giants going to try for 2 again. Now Darnold. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2
Bro, shut the
points.
fuck up, man.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Here we go, let's go.
On the ground again with Mixon. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Drew Phillips making the tackle. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it'll be Giants football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 28. Complete to Hyatt. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Christian Harris on the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a 4th down instead.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Texans football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
On the quick, right?
Throwing is Stroud. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Throwing here, Darnold. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. That's caught. He found some space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Giants will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
From the 42. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it inside the 25. The Giants using their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Darnold now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Tracy has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants lead by 15 now. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Texans 20.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Texans. Hey.
Shotgun now, first round. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Giants get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Darnold. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They connect on the deep shot. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York. The Giants push their lead further to start the half. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Giants grow the lead now to 22 points.
Texans 20.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Keeping it with Mixon. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down, Stroud. He's trying to push the field. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. So the Texans gonna run it back, try for another two-point conversion.
Will line up for the two-point
Hey,
conversion.
He's throwing for it! And he's gonna cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14.